Back again with another wonderful video of my 6.0. A few changes with the F250. Starting off, we had to replace the radiator. Previously we installed the intake, the new AFE intake, motor cooling, cat tubes, sorry. So there's a few things going on with the truck itself. As you can tell, it's very dirty. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it could probably show all the radiator coolant that was bursting out of the old radiator out of the seams. You can probably tell that it splurted all over the place and I still have to wash it. Today's video is going to be totally different. We're on something cool. Today is going to be the day that we install the exhaust. Finish it by today, on a Thursday. If not, Friday we'll probably have it all back together just so I can drive this truck. This truck has been on jack stand previously for a while. As you can tell, there's still a little bit of a rake opposite. Instead of being nose down, it's actually a little bit nose up. It's fine for now. I might end up putting in like a little lift kit or a block itself just to give it that 1 inch in the back. Or I do like the stance a lot better than it was previously for a 2-wheel drive diesel pickup. But again, that's not what we're talking about today. Today we are talking about replacing the exhaust system. And if you can see that down there, that is what we are taking out. The stock cat, which the muffler has been removed already. But now we're going from a stock exhaust all the way to an aftermarket 4-inch. So let's go take a look at that. Alright, so everything's already unboxed. It's still wrapped up. It's actually a birthday present from my girlfriend, and I can't wait to open it up. I was going to wait a couple more days, but it's nice out today, and I think we should do it. As you can tell, this is where the downpipe goes. Connects to the turbo. It is a 4-inch, and we are going to be doing the full kit besides the tip. Well, sorry, we have this tip here we're putting on, but we're actually going to install an axle dump with the tip facing down. See if I can show you a video, or sorry, a picture or so, you know, right here. But if anything, it's no big deal. You guys will see it when we are done. So first start, before doing any type of exhaust work or anything that has to do with rubber, the first thing you should do is lube up all the rubber mounts on the hangers. That makes it a lot easier to remove any of the exhaust systems, just so they slide off. So as you can do, alright, so as you can see, that one has just been hanging, but we have one right here. We're going to spray. This can is running empty. You can tell because I use it a lot. And the way I'm spraying, of course, because I'm spraying it up, you should be spraying it right side right, or you know what I mean. Alright, so hopefully these are pretty much the two main tools we'll be using to remove the stock exhaust. 2 pry bars. I can't tell you the length, I'm not too sure. Probably be the most one we'll be using just to slide everything off. But in case we fail with this one, we have the big bad boy. Takes everything apart. Other than that, we just need a 10mm, I believe, to take the V-band clamp that is about right here. You can see it. Other than that, we are all set to go. I'm not sure if there's any other surprises. Hopefully I'll be able to drop that downward in there. I think we'll find out as we go. Alright, so as you can see, we got everything unbolted and the exhaust is practically hanging. That only took, say, 2 or 3 minutes. What I did was leave the rubber clips on, which I'll show you that in a second. The rubber mounts attached to the exhaust, and I just unhooked it from the truck. I'll remove the rubber mounts by hand. Once I spray them down, it should be able to slide off. It's a lot easier to do that. So my plan was just drop the whole exhaust. I might have to cut it with the Sawzall somewhere up here just so make it easier. I'm trying to do this just so I can finish before the day ends. Alright, so if anybody was wondering, people think the downpipe for the stock 6.0 is actually a 3.5. It's like to be a 3-inch. The turbo 3-inch down all the way into the main cat where it connects here. Then it looks like it gets a little bigger, maybe 3 1/4 to 3.5 inch all the way back. I would say 3.5, but who knows. Putting on a 4-inch exhaust. Downpipe was probably one of the hardest things to get out, but it'd be a little bit easier with the aftermarket one. It's not all bendy and stuff. It's usually a straight pipe, but we'll find out once we get to it. To answer a few questions for you guys, because when I was first bought the truck, I thought it was a 3.5 inch, but no big deal. We have a new one exhaust installed over there. We just need to take off these rubber mounts 1, 2, and 3, swap them over. I am missing 2, but we may not need them, and if I do, I'll get the rubber mounts, AutoZone or something. Alright guys, so here we are again, still doing this exhaust system. It took me a little bit. You guys probably just think it was a couple seconds, but the problem is I actually had to go back into work. Last thing I left off at, I was actually able to get the downpipe off. Well, I'm sorry, I actually had the whole exhaust off, and I was putting the downpipe back on with the V-band clamp. I finally got that in there. You guys probably won't be able to see, but I'll see if I can show you guys. It is back there, attached. Problem is I just have to put the downpipe. This one was just a straight arc. Now I got to do the actual elbow under the truck, which is down here. This is right here. I'm still kind of like Legoing this together. So this is the part that goes on the bottom. Of course, these kits do not come with any instructions, but it's very simple. I was trying to finish this tonight, but as you could tell, it never works out in my favor. Alright guys, so to finish the night, we were unsuccessful in finishing exhaust. Nearly almost away, but I had to quit. I was able to get all the way from the downpipe, coming down past the cat where it would be, and I gotta stop all the way at the rear axle, just because I'm not too sure. I don't know if we get a good picture, but yeah, it stops about right before the rear axle, just because I'm trying to figure out how the angle goes correctly, and it's starting to get late. It's about 9 o'clock. I work tomorrow, so I'm just gonna have to just. Alright guys, so here it is. We are back at it again. Day 2, part 2. Same video, and this is what we're about to take care of. We have part that goes over the axle, and we are going to axle dump, so we are going to be cutting it about right here. But we also got to cut this exhaust. The reason why I wasn't able to finish last night, and again, we got to right before the rear axle, somewhere right where the bed starts. The issue that we were having is everything was too long. I realized that I forgot, me and myself being not as smart as I am, they make these exhausts for all size trucks, from single cab, long bed, you know, extended cab, short bed, extended cab, long bed, you know, crew cab, short bed, vice versa. So the problem was I was trying to figure out why everything was either too short or too long. Issue that I was making a mistake was I was trying to use this as the second long pipe that goes under, and it was too short, and then this one was too long, so I forgot that I had to cut it. So I made my marks of how much that has to go inside the actual reducer, and then I just got to cut, you know, what I need. So of course this again, it was too short from over there, so I just got to cut. I was measuring about 6 inches. I might do about 5.5, maybe about 5 just to be sure, and if I cut, you know, if I cut it again, I will. You can ride my face until you dripping cum. Not a bad cut. Not a bad cut. We are just finishing up with the axle dump. I just want to give you a heads up. So this is the actual PML exhaust system. I got it for a birthday gift. Very good quality. One issue that would say that one clamp came out a bag and was missing a bolt. You know, because we're running axle dump, so we have a little bit of leftover hardware, and I also have bolts and stuff if I didn't have this, to reuse. But just one issue. Sorry, busting the jams in the back. So besides the issue, there's no big deal. Another issue, actually, they forgot to put the bolt clamp down the actual tip. Again, I have hardware here, so it shouldn't be a problem. But for somebody like, unlike me, that just didn't have stuff at home, that would be a concern. Because now you'll have to stop what you're doing, go out, get the bolts, come back, and then start where you left off at. Overall, the reviews, the install was very easy. So my review, I would say I give it about maybe 8 out of, I'll say 7.5 out of 10. Quality is not the greatest. It's aluminized instead of steel. Of course, steel looks a lot nicer, but this is a truck. I don't really care. I would think this would last longer anyways, but we will find out. Guys, some sound clips.